Tucked away near Perth, Ontario, Secondhand Stories Chicken Sanctuary is more than just a place. It is a haven. This nonprofit provides loving forever homes to rescued chickens.
Throughout my whole life, I've loved animals, and it's just I found myself in these circumstances where I end up with just the most amazing found family, to be honest, is what it is. They're our family. When we were looking at properties, there were chickens that were going to be left behind here, and so it felt like kismet and like it was meant to be. Having the 7 hens that we had set off this domino chain of events where once people saw that we had those chickens, we were tagged in a comment on Facebook from Montreal SPCA and got an email from them about Rollo here in Hershey, his brother, and so they joined us. And then once they started crowing, our neighbor heard them and was like, "You have chickens, do you want more? Can you take in this rescue?" And we were like, "Yes." And so everything just has happened so naturally, and it's just felt meant to be every step of the way.
The sanctuary grew from a shared dream, born out of both Liz and her husband Craig's passion for animals. It's a vision they've nurtured together, each bringing their own dedication, physically, emotionally, and practically, to make it possible.
We talked a lot about kind of this before we moved here. So we were actually kind of in it together from the get-go. We both wanted to do this. So I do a lot of the animal care, a lot of the infrastructure, that kind of stuff. That falls onto my lap because Liz will spend all day, if she has to, just on her fundraising stuff for the sanctuary, and it's a huge amount of effort that goes into that. We had an inkling of how much it would cost. I don't think we had any idea how far away we were actually to that. It grows every year, the cost. I mean, the more chickens we take on, the more health needs, it continues to grow. Infrastructure has been a huge cost at the get-go. I did not expect how much that would cost. But each coop, once it's all said and done, is anywhere between, I think, well, we priced it out at one point, it was around 10 grand.
I think people are really drawn to the idea of, sustainability, being able to quote unquote grow your own food, right? So people are romanticized by the idea of fresh eggs, but people don't realize there's a report that looks at the cost of backyard eggs. It's about $1.27 per egg. It's more expensive to have backyard chickens.
The cost of backyard chickens is very real, from infrastructure and feed to unexpected vet bills. Expenses can mount quickly, but knowledge is just as important as money, because a healthy flock depends on both.
The education part is so important. We're not against backyard chickens. A lot of people think that we are because we do advocate against certain bylaws, but we advocate against them because there's not enough protection for the chickens in place. And we know, we have the lived experience of rescuing them and being the one place that people can turn, that we know that these protections aren't enough to keep them safe and also to keep humans safe. Avian flu is a very real concern, and we want to be really cautious about the exposure to that, because that affects not only individuals, human health, the chickens. When there's a case of avian flu, it means everything around gets shut down, and so we want to be really careful about our own hens and rescues.
For Liz and Craig, that responsibility, whether in a backyard or a sanctuary, comes back to the bigger picture. It's not only about keeping birds healthy, but about why this work matters. That's where the sanctuary's mission comes in.
I think our mission kind of says it all. Our aim is to inspire compassion for chickens through rescue, education, and advocacy, and that really is what we want to do. We want people to see chickens as individuals. We want people to be inspired by them as individuals. We want people to treat them as they would a cat or dog. Maybe reconsider a little bit about what's on their plates and think about humane options for eating. We are not an abolitionist organization. We're not saying everybody needs to go vegan, but we do think that there are ways that people can care more for farmed animals and understand the food system, understand the laws that don't protect chickens, like the average factory farm in Canada. And yes, there are factory farms. The average egg farm in Canada has 23,000 hens. 83% of hens in egg farms are kept in wire cages their entire life. And so we just hope that people will start to see those 23,000 chickens as 23,000 Sophies or Almas.
That mission has drawn others in. Volunteers like Haley have stepped forward, giving their time and energy to care for the flock. For Haley, it's not only about helping the birds. It's about being part of a community built on compassion and learning.
It firmed up a lot of things for me, a lot of my different beliefs, and trying to align my actions with my values. Being vegan and enjoying being like a steward for the environment, it's all great, but it's like, what do you do with that? Don't eat meat and stuff. And it's like, okay, but what else can you do? It's like, well, I come out here and I also help chickens. Secondhand Stories give a voice to animals that don't really have a say in how they're treated, how they live. And it's honestly like amazing how much love and care Liz and Craig provide for the chickens here.
Success for me anyways is seeing the kind of, not just the health of the birds, but how they flourish when they come and kind of grow into the personalities that they have, and learning about their personalities. That's probably my favorite thing. The money's a huge aspect of it, but I mean, I think even if we had no money coming in, we'd still try our best to do this.
For WPBS Weekly, I'm Gail Paquette.